and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cheyenne High School Gymnasium as we get set for this volleyball matchup between the Fargo South Bruins and your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. I'm Tristan Murrock, alongside me is Dan Wolf. Dan, should be an interesting one tonight. We've had quite the battle out over in Bismarck. Both of these teams went undefeated in the Bismarck crossover. South also coming in with a sweep over Valley City, but a loss to Davies. Cheyenne getting a win and a sweep at Grand Forks Red River this past Tuesday. So what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, anytime you're early in the season like this, it's you know, kind of that feeling out process, and you're trying to make sure that you feel like you know who your team's going to be and what your rotations are going to be and those sorts of things. And you know, this is certainly a dangerous South team. The latest coaches poll or media poll had Fargo South at second and Cheyenne at third in the state. Both went undefeated in that crossover, so both have had a strong start to the season. But I would think Cheyenne has definitely the more experience on their side, and we're going to see if they can kind of kick the season off the right way at home here for their first match of the year at Cheyenne High School.
So with that, we'll take it down to the public address for player introductions and be right back.
That's good.
So as we come back from Anthem, we are going to take a quick look at the South Bruins. They're coming into this matchup 7-1 with quite the senior roster, 6 seniors on their team. They swept Valley City, as I mentioned previously, on September 5th. Those sets going 25-18, 25-19, and then 25-14. So with that, we'll now take a look at the Mustang roster, or the Mustangs, as they are in a 8-0 record right now. Cheyenne, though, has a lot of young gun power. For example, number 24, Peyton Saxelin, and number 8, Marley Bedeau. Really talented young gun girls, as they got the sweep over Grand Forks Red River this past Tuesday. Those sets going 25-14, 25-17, and 29-27. So with that, we'll look at our keys to the game, as we got 3 keys here. Wolf, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I think for a team that's coming off back-to-back state championships, in 2023 it was a team that was certainly, or 2022, expected to win, and they slayed that dragon of Bismarck Century for the championship. But last season was more up and down. They lost a lot of seniors, but only graduated 3 last year. So I think they want to set the tone early on for the EDC. They've already swept Red River. They'd love to come out strong tonight and make a statement win against a team ranked just ahead of them in the standings. Early in the season, as I mentioned earlier, you've got to get some players some game experience. You never know when there might be an injury, an illness, something like that. And so you want to make sure that some players get to see the floor and you know who you can count on to contribute from night to night. And then finally, I think this is a team, you know, they started off so hot. They swept Red River. I think you want to keep your foot on the gas. You just want to see if you can kind of get a great start to the season, have that chance to kind of run the table, and it's all going to start here tonight against the Bruins. For South, you know, obviously haven't had a ton of success, haven't been to the state tournament for a while, but you mentioned, Tristan, they're very senior heavy, and even if you haven't won or been to state or something like that, it's still experience. You've played against the best teams. You've seen what they can do. And so this is a group of South athletes that I'm guessing maybe less intimidated than younger squads might be going up against the defending state champs.
And like you mentioned, a great start will go a long way here in this sport.
To get some momentum early on is huge.
So with that, we are about ready for this match.
And so up front for Cheyenne, you know, you've got 2 players that saw a ton of time last year. Obviously Maya Blado and Cora Metcalf, but Peyton Saxland has been around on this program. It seems like she's been here a long time, but Peyton's only a sophomore, but she was here last year and gave valuable time out there. And so that front line is huge. Maya Blado as a blocker up front, in the middle comes up big. And it's hard to do much about Cora Metcalf's 6'3" frame. I mean, she just has the ability to block so many shots out there. So everyone's getting ready here. Refs look like they're trying to make sure everybody's on the same page. And it looks like it's time to go. The libero tonight looks like it's going to be, that's number 5 on your roster. That's Baylor Dinger, freshman, going to play libero tonight. All right, so here we are ready to roll.
Amelia Hawley on the serve. We are underway. Pass and a kill.
That's a great start. Amundsen kind of had to run after that. Not a traditional set, but Saxland finishes it strong. And Cheyenne jumps out to the lead to start their home 2024 season.
So as that one will go straight into the net. Mara Whiting now on the serve for the Bruins.
That's long.
That's long.
So we're seeing a lot of rotation early on, point by point here for the Mustangs. Maya Blado is going to serve this one.
Good serve on that. That's popped up. That's blocked.
That was nice, handled nicely, but no one able to step in and give a good set on that. So Cheyenne out 3-1 here.
I believe that was Alexa Kaloran on the block. Good save. That one's just tipped. Good back and forth on that one.
Yeah, Metcalf got her hands on it at the net, but nope. Okay, what?
So
Must have touched the standard there.
Cheyenne off to a decent start here, up 4-1 in the first set already. As Blado serves this one up.
Good job by
Good
South
save.
to keep that out. No.
Oh,
Thought they had managed to keep that alive off the rafters here in the gym, but 5-1 lead now in the opening set.
Blado continuing to serve.
It's a great kill by Kaloran there. Dinger back on the floor, Blado out. South down 5-2. You know, if you're South, you want to hang into this first set, I think, in particular, as long as you can. You don't want to drop a quick one here or get down really big and dig yourself too big of a hole to get out of. So it's going to be important for South, I think, to stay within reach in this first set. That one's going to go wide cross court by Kaloran.
Ruby Hawley serving now for the gold. That one will just barely clear the net.
Good serve.
And there's a kill.
Not many players in the EDC can handle a ball that high, but Cora Metcalf can, and she's able to put it down. Not a ton of pace on it, but very well placed.
Using the height to the advantage.
And again, seeing a lot of rotation for Cheyenne. Again, I mentioned, I think you want to get a lot of players some playing time, especially early in the season, to know what you have and who you can count on. Good block at the net there. Not sure if that was,
I believe that was Kaloran.
it was either Kaloran or Riley Bryant. Whoever it was got a hand on that.
Marley Bedot now serving for the white. So that one's popped.
Good reaction by Baylor Dinger. Just they couldn't keep it alive. That was good. That was more of a defensive reaction there with that ball flying at you. Baylor Dinger gets her hands up, but Cheyenne unable to keep the rally going.
Good block. There's a block.
That's the one thing that I
how you
think
do
a
it.
lot of teams are just going to struggle with. Cheyenne's net play is always, for the past few years has been so strong. Coach Newton has them playing very well at the net, and it's hard to find a lane to to get a ball through. So I think it's Kaloran here going to have the serve. Good.
Oh, just out. Centimeters on that.
So South hanging around in the opening set. That's what they want. Make sure they have a chance. Keep it close and maybe go on a little run here. Saxon long on that. And that is one thing, Tristan, when you do have the quick rotations scheme that Coach Newton's using tonight, it's hard to build a lot of continuity on offense when you're not having the consistent people being your setters and not having the same people in that same position. Even though this isn't like basketball where you're handling the ball, it does make a difference. You kind of get to know where people expect where they're going to be and be able to count on people in certain situations, like who's going to be responsible for a ball. That one's long. And so the rapid rotation here lots of people seeing the floor, but comes a little bit at the expense of continuity and getting a flow going as Dinger is up to serve for the Mustangs.
This one's set,
nice.
Just a single. Little floater there, and that one stays in. So the Bruins hanging on in here in this first set.
Nice job by Elena Klockner there, just recognizing the open area in the back corner for Cheyenne. Finds it nicely. And South within one. Good serve and ace right there, as that couldn't be handled by Saxland. And here we go. South has managed to tie it back up. Good quick set.
This one's set
Look,
up.
there
Saxland
we go. Saxland finds the range.
Good job to keep that one in, not go too long. Keep it in the white.
Great serve by Amundsen. Nicely done. Good ace there to start. This was a situation last year, Tristan, a lot of times where, in the last 2 years for that matter, where Cheyenne finds a way in the middle of a set somewhere to be able to just go on a run, rattle off about 7-8 points, and the team, their opponent feels like they're in that set, and then suddenly they look up and they're down 8 or they're down 10, and suddenly they're like, well, this is going to take a huge effort to come back, and that's another nice job by Amundsen.
So 2 aces in a row there for Amundsen, as this one's a little more of a volley, and the Bruins will eventually take it.
Just gives that set look, and then quick shot over the net to an open area. Cheyenne able to get a hand on the ball, but that was about it.
Hawley serving again. It's Amelia Hawley. Got quite a few sisters on the South Bruins team.
On the South team. That was good. Good recognition there by South, knowing that with both Blado and Metcalf at the net, you're probably not going to get your way through there a lot of times. And so just a little touch over the top. Metcalf gets her hands on it, but can't keep it alive for the Mustangs. And there, another one, some kind of miscommunication on that. Coach Newton going to talk to her team. I think going to take a timeout and get them settled down here a little bit. So at 12-12 here in the opening set.
We'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Welcome back, folks. 12-12 in this first set.
So Coach Newton had a chance to visit with their squad, maybe get things settled down a little bit. As South's been able to go on a little bit of a run here in the last few minutes.
So one thing we talked about in pregame is this could be a relatively close match, as we're seeing early.
I know for the Mustangs, they would dearly love to win this opening set and see if they can have a chance for a sweep. There's a great touch by Maya Blado on that one. And again, the rotation keeps coming.
Saxland out, Ray in.
Ray's going to be in to serve.
Good block.
Yeah, and that one's into the standard, into the just long. Good depth on that. That was risky for South to let that one go, but ultimately a really good choice. They'll bring up Whiting to serve for the Bruins. Looking to tie it up. They have not led it all this set.
Saxon sends one up.
Great kill
There's a
there.
good kill.
Nice job. I think that was Talon Hoffert on that. Really good job. And so South with an opportunity for their first lead of the set. You know, and for a team like this that's, you know, looking to establish themselves, to give themselves a chance to make a run and go to a state tournament and see what they can do, this is, you know, this is great for them. This is building confidence for them, hanging with the defending champs.
Good block on Metcalf. Good block by Metcalf, excuse me, on that. Bolito will be serving.
Nice job by South to keep that alive. Looked like it was up for the rafters. They handle the kill by Metcalf. Ray keeps it alive.
So that one's about a 50-50 ball.
Okay. There was some discussion there as the linesman looked at the referee, wondering what was going to be the call. Ultimately out on South. Ball would drift a little too far over the net, and South had an opportunity there. And that one's going to be out of play. So the Mustangs thus far weathering everything that South has thrown at them, able to maintain a tie or extend a little bit of lead each time, as Bueto's going to send that one long.
So a 2-point lead here still. Cheyenne up 17-15.
Ruby Hawley with the serve.
That one will go into the net. The dough on the serve. Good job keeping that alive.
There's the set for Cloran.
Oh.
Fortunate for Cheyenne. Good block by South at the net, but it's going to go out of bounds. So 19-15, and South going to call a timeout to make sure they can get their players settled down.
So 19-15 set, Cheyenne up. And so kind of seeing what was expected.
Well, I think South's done a nice job of hanging in, you know.
Keeping balls alive.
Yeah, some mini runs by Cheyenne, but again, we talked about these are instances in the past couple years where oftentimes they could put those 7, 8, 9-point rallies together and jump out to that big lead, and South has had an answer every time, even though they've not been able to overcome that. The best they've done is a tie on 3 or 4 occasions. They're still hanging in there. And I would think for Coach Wegleitner, she's reminding her players that, look, this is how you've gotten to where you are. This is why you're the number 2 ranked team in the state. We have the talent. We just got to execute here.
But go on the serve.
That was into the net.
That was in off the block.
That was Hoffert, and it just never had a chance above the net, and then her momentum carried her in. So now at a 5-point lead. This is that danger area for South. If Cheyenne can put another point or two up and to get up by 6 or 7, that's awfully tough for a team on the road to come back from. Good touch, and there it finds the floor. Nicely done. And then South's going to take their second timeout.
Speaking of timeouts, we'll take one. And we'll be back shortly after this. Welcome back, folks, as coming back off the South timeout, Cheyenne up 21-15 here in this first set.
Finally hearing pretty good sized student sections from both schools here tonight. South students trying to get their team fired up there at halftime. Mustangs letting them hear about it. Good handle.
Good job.
There, Cloran again. Something Cloran's not used to, having those returned, blocked at her. And South able to win a rally point there, and they're going to serve.
So Cologne doing a really good job up front on that one.
That's long.
That was Taylon Hoffert.
Good recognition by Cheyenne there. Again, these types of situations, as sets come on the line, as matches come on the line, you know, certainly you'd have to think Cheyenne has a slight advantage just from their experience in the past couple years. Trying to see if they can keep pressure on the Bruins.
South trying to bounce back. That one will get
right
to
down the line by
Saxland.
Saxland. Good recognition. Clear up the line. Hammers it home with authority. And Cheyenne up 7. 2 points from closing out set number 1.
South keeping this one up. Boya. That'll
long.
be just long.
One of the better rallies we've seen tonight from these two teams. Handled well by South. Up the line, but wide. And it'll be set point for the Mustangs.
Blado will come back in for the Mustangs.
Dinger on to serve, see if she can close out this first set.
Blado taking over Bryant.
Good serve.
So that one's blocked.
Great job by the Bruins, almost.
Oh.
Good job, but that one is finished out by the Mustangs. So after one, first set goes to West Fargo Cheyenne 25-17. We'll be right back for set number 2. Stick around.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together. Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Welcome back, folks. Coming back for set number 2 as Cheyenne took the first set in this volleyball match versus South, ranked 2nd and 3rd. South being the 2nd ranked team in the state right now, as following Cheyenne will be the 3rd ranked team. So we are underway here. Good block, but it just goes wide. So
some updates from around the EDC. Tristan over at Fargo Davies tonight. Davies taking on the West Fargo Packers. Davies wins set number 1, 1-0, and they're up 1-0. And up at Grand Forks Central, the Knights lead the Wapton Huskies 1-0. And little miscommunication there between Saxland and Kaloran, who had that one. Ends up dropping on the floor, and South off to a quick 2-0 lead here in set number 2 as Whiting serves.
Good floater by Kaloran. So this one's just popped up and over.
Yeah, that was really nice job there by Talon Hoffert. Good recognition. Little drop shot right over the top. Unable to be scooped out by Cheyenne.
So Whiting now with a good serve. Saxland sends one over and down.
Ray going to be on to serve here. Good dig.
Good dig.
It's like we have a change of liberos here. As Addie Kill is on right now as libero this set.
Metcalf sends one down for a kill.
Drops the hammer. Nothing anybody from South could do about that one. And Mustangs Cheyenne with an opportunity to tie it up at 3 early on in set number 2. You know, looking back at that first set, Tristan, I don't think either team was in maybe great form in terms of what they were trying to do, as we see Guido and Metcalf with the block there. Cheyenne certainly did enough to get that first set, and I think that was important for them, trying to set that tone. Like I said, they would love to be able to give themselves an opportunity to earn a sweep here tonight and maybe send a message about, where they believe they should be ranked in the state. That's another one. Hofford has gotten the Mustangs a handful of times tonight with that drop shot.
That was a good attempt by Amundsen there to try and save it.
Yeah, Amundsen just couldn't dig that one out. That might be something Coach Newton maybe have to address in a timeout or between sets, because that they have gotten that a handful of times.
Ruby Hawley now serving for
good
the
quick
Bruins.
set.
Is that one?
And yes, the tip there, I believe, was the call. And the quick set, and Maya Buedo puts that one down, and she will now be serving. Mustangs tie up set number 2.
So that one goes into the netting for the Bruins.
Unable to be handled cleanly there.
Attempted by Whiting to save it. So we'll,
like I say, it just doesn't seem like either team is super sharp tonight. Seen some long serves, some serves into the net by both teams.
so this one is tied 5-5, second set, as Killorn tried to get one down.
Oh, just long. Oh, they're going to say that was tipped. Abby Bockel dropped the hammer on that one, and they're going to say that that was tipped by the Mustangs. And so South retains the serve, up 6-5.
Amelia Hawley now with the serve. Good set.
Nicely done by Hawley there to handle that kill. There's the block up front.
Good save. Lauren now will take a shot.
There's
Whiting pops one
a
over.
quick drop shot.
50-50. Kept up. There's a block.
Longest rally of the night, handled by the Mustangs. Eventually,
That was Metcalf and Zeiss. As Bedeau will come back in to serve.
there it is.
There's a good spot to place.
Good drop shot again. South's done that effectively. They've gotten 5 or 6 points off that tonight. Cheyenne just not recognizing that.
Kirsten Hoppy now serving. So that'll be kept up by the goal.
Oh,
That one's out.
no.
In. Oh. Hit the refs. Hit the line ref's foot there, and
It did, but
they're
he
calling it in.
he
So
maintains it was in. Maybe it was close. I don't hear the student section arguing too much about it. They usually let the lines people know if they disagree with the call.
Lauren,
Job by Killorn, but kept alive by
Kept up.
South. Nice job keeping this rally alive.
up. Solid rally. Good dig. Whiting will set one.
Nice
That one gets
job.
up. Warren will set one. Popped up and over. Good attempted save.
Really good rally by both teams there.
That was a good dig on the far side by Amelia Hawley to keep that one up. Just couldn't place it very well. Kalorn now will serve for the Mustangs. So that one's a kill.
Riley Bryant on that one drops the hammer. These points have been much longer rallies, much better effort and consistency by both squads throughout this set. And it showed in the score. No one's been ahead by more than a couple of points. That one gets away there.
Hits the netting, I believe, before it got to the hands.
Klockner just, like it maybe mishit that, and it hits the net.
So 9-8 Mustangs up in the second set as they took the first set. That's a block, but it'll go outside.
Okay, what's the call here? And they're going to say that was touched by Cheyenne.
Let's go back to football.
Okay.
No, it's easier.
So that one tipping the netting.
Great job by Saxland keeping that alive. Klockner in off the block, and South, that was a big momentum getter for them. South fired up, looking to see if they can capitalize on this.
First time that they've been up tonight, I believe.
Saxland, that's
just
about
tips
all
one
she
up and
could
over.
do. That drop shot again there, and what they're going to say, maybe South into the net on that. And Kill now with the serve. Just, oh,
Inside.
that was, one linesman called it out, one called it in. Ultimately, it's determined it is in. Right down the line for the ace. Nicely done by Kill. That one's going to go long.
That one's going to be long.
So again, neither team able to get that big rally going to bunch 6-7 points together.
Lena Klockner serving now for the Bruins.
That's long as well. And we saw a stretch of some really good rallies between the two teams. And then now it's been some service errors here the last few minutes. So again, that consistency early in the season, probably not there yet.
Blado and Metcalf will come back in.
Good serve by Amundsen. Saxland, great job.
Pounds one home.
She's able to get that momentum going to the net and carrying it. That's really hard to handle. Little miscommunication there for South, but they keep it alive. Oh, and mistimed jump there.
Blado jumped just a
Yeah,
hair early. Whiting now serving for the Bruins. Whiting, a 5'7" senior. Saxland will hop out for Kia Ray to come in and serve for the White. So Whiting sends one up, and
again, that drop shot
attempted.
working really well. That is one way to try and neutralize the height advantage that Cheyenne brings to the net with Blado and Cora Metcalf, but that's been an effective weapon for South tonight. Well coached, well prepared for this one.
Ruby Hawley on the serve. Kaloran takes his shot, and that'll be kept up. Still kept up. Kaloran just floater over, and that'll
good, well placed
get
by
down.
Kaloran.
Blado now serving.
Southpoint are able to get a hand on it, but just really well placed by Kaloran on that one. There's a good ace.
Whiting will set this one.
There it is that time. Cheyenne in position for the drop. Good job.
This one will get down Ray. Sets up Kaloran with the kill.
Kaloran really close to the net, but keeps the body off of it and hammers it home. And suddenly Cheyenne has opened up a 4-point lead this set.
Straight down the pike.
And there's going to be a timeout from the Bruins. Probably good choice before this gets too far out of hand for the Mustangs. So one more update, Tristan, looking around the EDC. West Fargo Horace, the Hawks, number 5 ranked in the state, take the first set from Shanley, the number 1 team in the state, down at the Horace Hawk Gym tonight. So
that's a good battle down there.
That's another really good one. And one thing I kind of noticed as I looked at the state rankings for volleyball, Tristan, you know, not that I would be an expert on it, but you know, Century is number 4, but the other 4 teams in the top 5 are all from the East, and I don't know that I can recall a recent time where that's been the case. You know, Century making it to so many title games and winning so many championships in the past decade. You know, the West had kind of been the dominant side of the state as it came to volleyball, but maybe we're starting to see a shift. Cheyenne winning the last 2. Century not even making it to the championship match last year, as Cheyenne takes Shanley down for a state championship last year. So maybe we're seeing a power shift.
The East is coming up. Whiting will set this one, and that'll be...
That's off of Cheyenne. That was a nice job by Backel there. Too much pace for Metcalf to handle.
Amelia Hawley comes in to serve, wearing the brown tonight for the Bruins.
She's been the libero, I believe, all night as Cheyenne has switched from set 1 to set 2. There, Ray, good job. And
a little miscommunication on that probably.
And maybe a tough, didn't have the angle that she wanted.
So Cheyenne up now 18-14 in the second set. Once again taking the first set as Badeau will serve now.
Great
she comes
serve.
up with an ace.
Nice serve by Marley Badeau. And again, Cheyenne creeping up that lead, 19-14.
Badeau sends that one long. This one
set for Bryant
set
there
for
by
Bryant.
Badeau, but Bryant puts it into the net. South hanging around.
This is Hoppy serving. for the Bruins. This one's set up. Killorn.
There it was. I think that was Backel over there on that side. Just couldn't handle the pace that Killorn brought with that shot. And so Killorn to serve here. And
That's an
there's
ace. So,
and South's going to burn another timeout here.
so with that, the Mustangs go up 21-16 here in the second set. We'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's a good one. So, coming back from break, Mustangs up 21-16 here in the second set. Taking the first set were the Mustangs.
Again, that opportunity jump out to a 2-0 lead here tonight in this match. Trying to set that tone for the EDC.
Whiting sets one. Just couldn't pull that one off.
Yeah, Badol got a hand on it, just could not dig that one out in a spot where anyone else could handle it. Handled well by South there, but not that
There's
time.
a kill. Saxland brings the hammer down on the Bruins to put them up 22-17. So this will be Addie Kill serving now, wearing the black in the second set for the Mustangs. Good recovery there by Killorn, and that's a block.
Blocked. I think that
Believe
was Klockner at the net, putting that one right back.
So Natalia Jelen now in for the Bruins serving. Jelen, 5'6" junior, as
Ladle the running
Mustangs.
kill. Amundsen on to serve now, looking to try and close out set number 2. Mustangs with a 5-point lead.
Hawley pops one up. So that one
Was into
hits
the net,
netting
yeah.
before Metcalf, and
So set point, a chance to go up 2-0 in the home opener for the Mustangs.
Amundsen will send this one over. That's a
Right
kill
up the
for
line.
the Bruins.
Nice job.
Straight down Broadway on that one. So Whiting will serve for the Bruins.
That one
That
is going
one
to do
just
it.
goes out. So that'll do it for the second set, as the Mustangs will take a 2-0 set lead winning this one 25-19. We'll be back after a short break for set number 3.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Welcome back, folks, for set number 3 here in the Cheyenne Gymnasium as Cheyenne leads the South Bruins 2-0 set lead. Going into what could be the final set. Cheyenne hoping to put a statement on the EDC.
Again, some updates around the EDC and now the state. Bismarck Century takes set number 1 against Bismarck High. Davies up 2-0 on the West Fargo Packers. Horace, latest update is still that 1-0 lead, taking the first set from number 1 ranked Shanley, and Central now up 2-0 on Wapaton.
Good dig by Amelia Hawley on that. Killorn, 50-50 ball.
Yeah, that one, Amundsen got into the net. Killorn, that pass a little too far, and Amundsen reached in thinking she could get a hand on it to keep that alive, but not the case. So the Bruins open the scoring in set number 3. Quick set there.
Guido almost got a kill on that one, as that one will go out.
Good choice as Bacco hit that one long. Ray recognized that, let it go long. Baylor Dinger on now. Good touch by
Metcalf.
Yeah.
As Whiting will send that one back over.
There,
Killorn will
sends
send
that
one
one
out.
long.
Just barely going long on that one. As Whiting will serve this one up.
Good dig out by Dinger there.
Kaloran
And that
just-
one was blocked right back down at Kaloran.
I believe Kaloran caught netting on that one when she went up. Mar Whiting will get an ace
There it is, an ace.
for Whiting.
Quick 4-1 lead for the Bruins. Coach Newton content to let this play out a little bit. Not going to opt for a timeout yet. As Whiting continues to serve for the Bruins. See if they can up their lead here early in the third set. A good serve there, kind of handcuffed Kaloran. She's going to keep it alive.
For Metcalf will send one down. That one's kept up.
And that's
That
going to
one
go wide.
goes just wide. So a little more intensity coming out of the Bruins here in this
Yeah.
third set.
Backs against the wall, know that they're going to have to make something happen. They're going to have to run off 3 straight sets here if they want to take this one tonight. And even if not, you just want to show that you can compete here. Even if you don't pull out a victory tonight, you want to make sure that Cheyenne knows you're able to compete against them, and that's going to be too many times for the Bruins. Merle Whiting says, why didn't you guys stop that from hitting me in the head?
As
The Mustangs
student section
making sure she
getting
knows
into
about it. Good
Or
reaction
Metcalf
by
with the
Metcalf,
save.
yeah.
this one, Lauren will take a shot and that'll pay out.
And Whiting kind of twisted her knee on that one, I think, or ankle. Kind of landed awkwardly as she was trying to keep that one alive. And she's gonna stay on the floor. Coach opting
So-
not to substitute here. That'll be long.
That'll be long. So
Cheyenne quickly makes up that deficit, but gives the serve back to the Bruins here.
we still are seeing a little more intensity out of the Bruins here in this third set. Wonder if Coach Weglinter kind of said something to the girls in halftime or during break and was like,
Challenged
"Hey,"
them a
just
little bit.
challenged them a little bit and said, let's keep our foot on the gas. We're not out of it yet. We still got 3 whole sets to make it up. Just give them a little confidence boost at this point. Badot will send this one across.
Good deep serve. And there's the block. Nice job. I think Bryant maybe got that one at the net.
Whiting has a little limp on that right leg, it seems.
Yeah, she's still not moving as well as she was.
Kind of shaking out. The leg just standing there, because that's a good dig by South there. That one will be sent over.
Good save.
Good reaction.
Good kill by Bryant. And good save by South, but then it seemed like they kind of let up for a second there. They were happy that they were able to make that save, and then they let up. And Coach Wegleitner is going to probably not wait too long. He can't afford to let this one get out of hand. Already down 2-0.
So with that, the Mustangs take a 7-5 lead here in this third set. They won the past 2 sets. One of them was 25-19. That was the second set, and the first set I believe was 25-17. And so with that, we'll stick around. And see how this one plays out.
So some updates on those scores, Tristan. Central still leads Wapaton 2-0. Davies leads West Fargo 2-0. Century wins the first set against Bismarck High. And
How about that
I don't
Horace
know if
game?
Horace is up 2-0 on Shanley. You know, I always kind of wonder.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year,
There's
not
some
that
tech
seedings
there
don't
could be-
mean anything, but
Yeah.
you know, I have no doubt that there are some coaches that probably approach that East-West crossover a little differently. Some are there to try and, you know, win games, win matches, and really kind of get off to a good start. And I'm sure there are some coaches that are looking to maybe see some different athletes and put them in some positions where they could potentially be successful. And, you know, so undoubtedly, you know, these are probably some of the best teams in the state, but, you know, I don't know that that you can say one way or another that, you know, Shanley is 1 today and South is 2 and Cheyenne is 3, and, you know, I think it will look much different by the end of the year. Say in a month from now, that top 5 will probably look different than it does today.
So, got a change now. Amelia Hawley putting on the gold, and it'll be her sister taking her spot in the brown, Ruby Hawley.
Ruby Hawley going to go as the libero.
Ruby Hawley, a freshman, 5'4". So, also have a change in black for Cheyenne. It'll be Kia Ray.
Kia Ray being the new libero for set
Libero.
number 3. Again, early on, you're trying to establish so many things and figure some things out that you're just going to have these sorts of situations crop up during the course of a season, especially in the early going as teams are trying to establish who they are. And I'm sure Coach Newton would say, yeah, it's great that we're 3rd ranked right now, but, you know, we just want to be playing our best volleyball. We want to be, you know, peaking at the right time, and you know, the middle of September is not the right time. It's the end of October, beginning of November. That's when you want to be playing your best. And so, you know, certainly you want to win as many matches as you possibly can, but at the same time, it becomes a thing where, you know, figuring some things out and who you're going to be relying on and what your rotation is going to look like for most coaches, I'm sure, is way more important than an early win or an early ranking.
So, looking at the state poll this morning, getting prepped for this game, one thing that kind of shocked me was Davies was way up there, I believe.
Well, Davies was receiving votes, but they weren't ranked.
Yeah.
But they're beating West Fargo tonight, and that, you know, that's why it is so hard to really put a whole lot of stock in things this early in the season. And undoubtedly, there's going to be some really good teams in the state this year.
So, coaches are kind of just chatting it out with the refs.
I don't know if they have some algebra homework that they had to get straightened out for tonight or what exactly, but with the change, and I'm not sure what precipitated the change for either team in terms of the change in libero, but that seems to be what they're trying to work out right now. And in the meantime, everyone's listening to the Tristan Murak Spotify playlist here as Timmy Trumpet is going strong.
So, it's a key golf song.
I
Listen
think
to
it
it
is.
all the time on the way to tournaments.
I think it'll be Bo's turn next time. I know he's got a pretty heavy, he's got a pretty. He's a Swiftie,
Here's
so
Bo's
he's
playlist.
got a pretty big T-Swift playlist, and we don't judge him for it. We appreciate that Bo's a Swiftie. He wears it with pride.
Wolf's playlist on now, some Ken Craft 400.
There it is.
Domination.
Going back. It's like the 90s all over again, Tristan.
As I believe what you said earlier, the libero situation is what we're trying to figure out right now.
That's all I can figure. I don't know why. I guess
I don't know why.
I don't
it'd be
know
an issue,
enough to know that.
but
Yeah, but that seems to be.
we didn't have an issue with it between the first and second set. So
But
maybe it's
because
just a
it's
new
in
rule, or
set, or
it's in set, or what?
I don't think it's anything that's an electronic issue or anything like that, but it seems to have been at different times. Each coach has gone up and talked, not both coaches at once, but each coach has gone up and visited with the refs to kind of explain things.
Newton is now talking to the refs for the second time or third time, I believe. And I believe we are just trying to figure out the libero situation, both of them on the court right now.
So the other day, Tristan, I had a good chance to talk to James Moe, activities director here at Cheyenne, and he was just talking about how well the teams this fall have been doing, and he said, you know, really, virtually every team had a chance to do something pretty special. You know, as the season goes on, the girls golf team has played well. Obviously, boys soccer has. The football team's ranked #1 in the state. Volleyball, though the season's still very young, ranked in the top 5. These are all really good programs. You know, the girls cross country team is ranked in the top 5. So it's really great to see the number of programs that are having a lot of success this fall, and the number of kids that are participating and taking advantage of the opportunities to be involved in high school athletics.
Speaking of fall sports, tomorrow the football team travels out west
I
to
would say
Bismarck.
back-to-back weeks to Bismarck to the Community
I
Bowl.
believe it is the Demons tomorrow and then Century the following week. So if you want to make it out, if you want and can make it out there, I'd suggest going out there, supporting the Mustangs.
Bismarck, I believe,
if you
number 2
can't,
ranked team in the state right now.
I believe so, yeah.
And I don't even know. I haven't looked too far in the future. What's
So-
the broadcast schedule look like for next week,
The
Tristan?
broadcast schedule for next week, I believe, will consist of a soccer game next week, Tuesday, against Davies, as well as another volleyball game next week, Thursday, against Devil's Lake, I believe.
Okay.
We don't have a graphic for it, but we'll be up there. We'll be up here in the gym again,
Well,
commentating that one.
the fans have officially reached bottom. They are starting the wave. They're trying to get it going. They're not making it all the way to the end of the bleachers, but
So,
a good effort.
libero situation
go.
update.
Here we go. I think if Mr. Boyev were to participate in the wave, I think that would probably get the entire fan section
Speaking
going.
of Mr. Boyev, we have him up here in the press box tonight. The
There.
Western Civ Teacher of the Year in 2023. That's old news, though.
That
The Social Studies Teacher of the Year this year, I believe, goes to Mr. Dan Wolf.
I
sitting
doubt
next to
that,
me,
but the pride of Williston, North Dakota, Brad Boyev, is in the house tonight.
So now we got another switch on libero. Ruby Hawley has put on the gold, and I believe it is Natalia Jelland that has put on the brown as
Okay, trying to build some.
Kia Ray will stick with the libero spot for Cheyenne. Excuse me, I almost said Shanley there. That would have been rough. It seems we're getting this figured out though here, and we'll have
Looks like we're
volleyball
about ready
action
to go.
here in about 10 seconds.
Update, North and Red River tied at 1 tonight, and Central sweeps Wapaton 3-0. Williston is up on Minot North 2-0 tonight as some scores are finally trickling in, and it looks like we decided we're going to play again.
Now we're
No,
talking to
now
the
the
refs
ref
again.
is getting down. No, now he's getting up.
Up, down, up.
Well,
The other ref is still looking at a sheet of paper over at the scorekeeper's table, so I am not sure what's going on here, folks. We'll try and figure this out. Marley Badeau is serving as of right now. And we'll get some more of Wolfman's playlist coming.
we'll talk to Mr. Salmon and Mr. Thomas, see if we can find in the budget a sideline reporter for future matches, because apparently we now are in need of one to figure out exactly what is going on in each match. Whatever it was,
We got it.
it is
Figured out, I believe.
resolved. No,
Frank is at the scorekeeper's table, the Algebra 2 teacher, as well as, not quite sure who's all down there. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that Essentia Health is a premier sponsor of your Cheyenne Mustang Media team. Essentia Health, care close to home. And so we'll get another chit chat with South's head coach. Once again, talking about Libero.
there we
then
go.
We're going. Marley Badeau with the serve off of about 15-minute break. So what felt like 15 minutes as Killorn tried for a kill, and that block will go out, so it'll be a Mustang point.
Really hard to keep any kind of momentum and flow when you have to stop like that for whatever it was, 10 minutes.
Badeau will send that one
Yeah,
about
you know, it just
5 yards.
it
beyond.
doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're serving, if you're just trying to communicate, you've been, you know, standing still for the last 10 minutes.
So Cheyenne up. I believe it should be 9-6.
Yeah.
Now
well,
it's
it's 9-6 on that long serve.
Killorn serving for the white. This one will get sent over. Good block. Killorn sets this one 50-50 ball as Saxland now will take a shot. Get over, and no attempt there by South's number 4, Natalie Schultz. Student section's trying to get back into it after the break.
Abby
As that
Smith
one
down
will
the
go
line
just
there,
wide.
and that is going to be out.
Kirsten Hoppy serving for the Bruins. Hoppy, one of the seniors on the South team, 5'6". As that one,
Ray couldn't handle that serve. Badeau tried to keep it alive, unable to do so.
so get another serve. Hoppy here.
Good serve.
Good dig. Oh, just couldn't trace.
Really nice serve. That had to be dug out. And just over the net, right down on top of Badeau, I think there. Here's one that Cheyenne can work with. Saxon, a little touch, drop.
little miscommunication there, I believe, between.
That one works out.
Still works out, though. Badeau and Ray. Possible miscommunication as Ray will continue to serve. That's an ace.
That one just got in on Natalia Kelland a little quickly. Couldn't handle it. Cheyenne up 12-9 here in the third set, up 2-0.
Pauly sets that one. Badeau now to Saxland with good touch on that. Saxland takes a right, catches netting.
Yeah, that was tough angle. Kaloran didn't have the ability to set it the way she wanted. Saxland opted to go for the kill rather than just keeping that rally alive.
Abby Bockel now for tip and net. Saxland with the right. Good job keeping it up by the Bruins. Almost hits the ceiling. Ray will set this one.
That was Abby Smith there,
Abby
I think.
Smith gets the kill.
Senior right down the line. Smith and Badeau out.
Metcalf and Amundsen
Yeah.
in. As Amundsen will take the shot serving. As that one catches the netting. So it'll be Natalia Jelland, the new libero for the Bruins in this set, or half set, I should say.
Nice job.
As that one stays
Maya
in.
Blado finding that empty spot in the corner. Great touch. Finding the corner, Saxland out, Baylor Dinger on to serve. 14-11. No team running away with it here. It's kind of gone back and forth. I think 3 points has been the largest lead in set number 3.
I believe apart from like set 1, 2, that's been how this match has gone.
There's
And
Kaloran.
there's a good right hand.
No doubt from that one. Drives that one home. Be a great time for Cheyenne to run off a 5-point run here and separate themselves a little bit. That's great serve. Right on the line.
Dinger takes an ace.
Dinger with the ace, and South's going to take a timeout. Probably a good choice before this one gets any further out of hand.
So with that, we'll look at the scores around the league. I really want to know what's going on with that horse game.
Still latest update, 2-0 Horace leads Shanley. That's number 4 in the state, or number 5 and number 1 in the state. Shanley is top ranked right now. Century is up 2-0 on Bismarck High, but everything else looks the same as of now.
So South's trying to claw back into this.
Remember, Mustang fans, Essentia Health is proud to be the premier sponsor of Mustang Media and partner with Cheyenne High School to make a healthy difference in the lives of the students and families we are privileged to serve. Essentia Health, health like nowhere else. As we're back here, and Dinger gonna give this one a go. And that one is gonna go
That one
long.
will sail
That
a
one-
ways long.
That one got away from Jaden Hovland. A little too much on that. And now a 6-point lead for Cheyenne as they're looking to try and stretch this out and maybe close the door, earn themselves a nice little sweep here at home.
Dinger now.
Oh,
Good dig.
good dig, but
Kaloran keeps it alive.
that's
That one
out.
will go out.
Wow, that was with authority, but dug
Great.
out great by Ray.
Job by Ray.
Kept
on
it
the
alive,
dig.
yeah. And that's going to sail long on Dinger. But
Dinger.
Cheyenne opens up a 6-point lead.
I don't think I was too crazy, was it?
And we haven't seen any more of Whiting. I see she's got the shoe off and some ice on the ankle, so
Maybe a twisted ankle
Yeah.
rather than the knee, which we originally thought.
but her night is done. Hopefully that's nothing serious.
Blado takes the kill. Maya Blado
And Cheyenne's starting to roll here a little bit.
taking the right hand. So, ref, once again, talking to scorekeep.
Whoever's doing the book, they're looking at the lineup for South. I'm not sure what the question is.
So we get a player that's missed the sub, I believe, for Whiting.
Okay, now we're back at it.
Looked over at Whiting, confirmed she was injured. Maybe possible.
And that one's going to sail out on Blado, long. You know, I think South's having trouble right now just kind of hanging with Cheyenne. Cheyenne kind of hurting themselves by just not serving, keeping this in play and kind of making South beat them. Instead, they're giving 3 points to South this set.
Lauren Ray and Badeau, Boyef, I believe, and back.
So Ruby Hawley, good
Or-
deep serve there. A little too much.
That's Dinger and back with Lauren and Ray.
Yep. Up front, Metcalf,
Metcalf.
Amundsen, and Bryant.
Good
Good
Dinger
dig.
will take a dig. Cora Metcalf slams one home with the right. It's Metcalf and Amundsen will be subbed out for Abby Smith, as well as Marley Badeau, who will be serving now for the Mustangs. Badeau sets this one. Smith took a shot, couldn't collect, and that'll just get over the net on
Climbs
a
over the
roll.
net. Hoffert there, nice little touch. Just climbs up over the net and drops. South pulls within 5 at 20 to 15.
Taylon Hoffert with a serve. Good dig. 50-50 ball gets
Great job
over,
by-
but that's outside, I believe.
No, I don't. That was pretty out.
Hoffert now taking a serve, and that one will go into the net. So Cheyenne up by 5 as Killorn will serve. Saxland subbing out Badeau, or not Badeau, excuse me, Abby Smith. That's a good recovery by Cheyenne there as Ray will take a shot. Popped up, blocked.
And there it is.
Straight out up front. It's Riley Bryan on that.
And South's going to use another timeout here as they find themselves on the short end, down 22-16 and down 2-0 in sets.
So, kind of what we expected from this game. Relatively close, kind of been back and forth most of the night. Haven't really had much more than like a 5-point
Yeah, 5-6.
deficit.
Yeah.
as we've seen the aces kind of pulled out of the sleeves again from both sides.
Update from around the state. Red River leads North 2-1 at the end of set 3 up at Fargo North. Century still up 2-0 on Bismarck. Central swept Wapaton. West Fargo gets the third set from Davies, so they're down 2-1. Shanley gets the third set from Horace, so Horace is up 2-1. And Williston still up on Minot North 2-0 tonight. All right, Kaloran with a chance to serve this out. She can run 3 points together. That will end the night for the Mustangs.
Kaloran. Good job by Ray keeping that one up as Kaloran will set this one over to Saxon. Saxon just gets the inside.
I don't know that, I mean, she's going to know better than anyone else if that's the shot you want, but just clips the line. And so Cheyenne, they haven't updated the scoreboard. Or they have, I'm sorry, they have. Yeah. 2 points to go.
Volleyball, a game of angles. As this one will be set for Saxon for a birthday ball. And that's a kill.
No doubt on that one from Saxon. That was the right call, and it's a set and match point here for Kaloran.
As Kaloran now sending this one over. Gets up, gets across for a block, and there it is.
Bryant and Abby Smith
Bryant
at the net.
Smith finish this one out 25-16 in the third set, and it's a sweep for the Mustangs.
Well, I think that's, if we go back to the keys to the game at the beginning, what we talked about, Tristan, set the tone for the EDC season. That's 2 matches for the regular season, both sweeps. Lots of rotations. Yeah, maybe messed with some continuity, but lots of players saw the floor tonight, gave them experience. And hey, keep your foot on the gas. This is an undefeated squad right now. You want to get this momentum going as much as you can. You know you've got good teams that you're going to go up against yet. Fargo Shanley's a good team. Horace is obviously a good team. Davies will be a tough team, but you're going to try and make as much hay as you can right now. So really strong start to the home season for the Mustangs tonight. Coach Newton should be extremely happy with that.
And it was really that last one that sent the Bruins packing, was keeping their foot on the gas.
Yeah.
I believe the Bruins only had maybe 5 minutes of lead throughout the entire night. Not even, maybe a couple points here and there.
And I think what was really good as well for for Cheyenne, there was that whatever happened, that 10-minute kind of delay, and it's hard to keep things going, kind of keep that momentum going, but Cheyenne kind of weathered that really well, got on top, opened up that 6-point lead, and just never really relinquished it. For South, I think nothing to hang your head about. This is the defending state champs. They're a really good team. But, probably still some things to figure out, some things to work on. Hopefully the injury to Whiting is just a minor little tweak and probably just had her sit out for, safety more than anything else. But we'll see.
So,
go ahead, Tristan.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, as this team looks forward, I'm sure there's a match next Tuesday, probably away. We're going to bring you the next home match for the Mustangs. That's going to be a week from tonight, next Thursday. But
Devil's Lake next Thursday.
When I spoke with Mr. Moe earlier this week and talking about, there's a lot of teams at Cheyenne this fall that really have the opportunity and ability to do something pretty special. And you can tell that this volleyball team is one of them. The 2-time defending state champions. No one knows more about winning the last couple of years than this team. With a lot of experience back, they're going to be a dangerous team come tournament time.
So with that, the Mustangs sweep the Bruins here tonight, 3-0. That about wraps up this broadcast. So for Tristan Murrock, everyone up here in the booth,
I'm Dan Wolf.
good night, folks.
Bye.